Emma Watson's story is not just the story of an actress. It's actually the story of how Hollywood celebrity culture, woke politics, and public perception have changed. Once upon a time, people considered what celebrities said to be moral truth, but now, people don't want to listen to empty virtue signaling anymore. And the Emma Watson versus J.K. Rowling conflict is one of the biggest examples of that change. In today's video, we won't gossip about drama. Instead, we'll see how two people started from the same place and reached completely different places. Emma Watson's life was privileged from the beginning. She was not a struggling actress. Her family came from a wealthy, educated, high society background. Private school, acting classes, elite environment, everything was within her reach from childhood. Then came Harry Potter. At the age of 10, the casting team went to her school. J.K. Rowling herself supported Emma for the role of Hermione. And from there, her life completely changed. Suddenly, a little girl became an international superstar. But here's an interesting thing. When you get fame at such a young age, many times people can't develop their own identity because everyone treats you special. Everyone praises you. Emma Watson herself later said in an interview, she often couldn't understand who she really was because she was known as Hermione throughout her childhood. And honestly, this happens to many child actors.
You know the secret about Santa,
No, it's really upsetting me. Can we stop the interview? Is that okay?
After Harry Potter ended, Emma Watson started looking for her own identity. She went to university, tried to build an acting career. But the problem was, her acting career outside of Harry Potter wasn't very strong. Several movies got average responses. Critics often said that she still couldn't get out of the Hermione image. And that's when celebrity activism came in. Activism became a trend in Hollywood in the 2010s. Actors, singers, billionaires, everyone started giving public speeches on social issues. Emma Watson also became a big part of that wave. She became a UN Women Ambassador. She launched the He for She campaign. She gave speeches on feminism. At that time, the media praised her massively. But with time, people started to notice one thing. Many of these speeches sounded inspiring, but the real-world impact was very low. And people started to wonder, do Hollywood celebrities really understand the problems of ordinary people? This is where the conflict started. J.K. Rowling and Emma Watson both were once big public faces of liberal feminism. But everything changed after Rowling made controversial comments on the trans rights issue. Many celebrities started to distance themselves from Rowling. Emma Watson also publicly supports the trans community. She tweeted, "Trans people are who they say they are." The statement was supportive, but Emma didn't address the concerns Rowling was raising. Women-only spaces or gender debate. This is where the public divide began. Some people thought Emma was just taking a socially safe position. And Rowling, whether you agree with her or not, was at least openly defending her beliefs. And here comes the most interesting part of the culture war. At one point, the Hollywood narrative was completely against Rowling. It seemed like the public would permanently reject her. But slowly, internet culture began to change. The public mood changed dramatically between 2018 and 2022. People started to get frustrated with the political lectures of celebrities. This frustration became more visible after Ricky Gervais's Golden Globe speech went viral.
The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist, so...
He basically told celebrities, stop lecturing people. You don't understand the real world. And surprisingly, a huge amount of people agreed with him. Since then, political speeches at award shows have decreased. Mockery about celebrity activism has also increased on social media. And in this environment, Emma Watson's image has gradually weakened. Because people started to feel that she was not authentic, but rather repeating Hollywood-approved opinions. On the other hand, Rowling, despite facing massive backlash, did not change her position. And interestingly, over time, many people have said, I don't completely agree with Rowling, but at least she's honest. Authenticity has become much more valuable in today's internet culture. The biggest difference between Emma Watson and J.K. Rowling is experience. Rowling has seen poverty, rejection, years of struggle. Emma Watson has been in an elite environment since childhood. Fame, privilege, protection. It was always around her. And maybe that's why their worldviews have become completely different. Emma Watson's interviews still often give the vibe that she imagines an idealistic world. Rowling's views, on the other hand, are much more conflict-driven, defensive, and reality-based. Who you agree with is completely up to you, but the public now understands the difference between authenticity and performance very quickly.